Did you know that over 70% of people believe that impressing their subconscious mind can lead to better outcomes in life? Sounds pretty convincing, right? But here's the kicker. This idea might be more misleading than you'd think. Let's dig into that. There's no denying that the concept of the subconscious mind is intriguing. For centuries, the idea that we possess a hidden part of our brain, quietly shaping our thoughts and behaviors behind the scenes, has captured our imagination. From ancient philosophies to modern psychology, people have always been fascinated by the possibility that their subconscious holds the key to unlocking a better life, whether that means achieving success, improving relationships, or overcoming fears. In fact, a significant percentage of people believe that by influencing this part of the mind, they can change their reality. The idea that you can impress your subconscious into submission, coaxing it into manifesting your desires, has gained traction in self-help circles. Techniques such as affirmations, visualization, and positive thinking have been touted as tools to access and control this part of the brain. But as compelling as these ideas may sound, they often oversimplify a complex aspect of the human psyche. The reality is that the subconscious mind doesn't operate on simple commands or visualizations alone. It is far more intricate, shaped by a lifetime of experiences, memories, emotions, and deeply ingrained patterns of thought. So while it's tempting to believe that merely impressing your subconscious can bring you success, the truth is often more nuanced and perhaps a bit more challenging to navigate. Let's peel back the layers of this idea and see what's really going on when it comes to influencing the subconscious mind. So, what's the deal with the subconscious mind? The subconscious mind is one of the most mysterious and powerful aspects of the human brain. Operating behind the scenes, it quietly influences our daily decisions, actions, and even our sense of identity. Unlike the conscious mind, which is aware and active in real-time decision-making, the subconscious is more like a vast reservoir of memories, emotions, beliefs, and behavioral patterns that have accumulated over a lifetime. It's the part of your brain that helps you tie your shoes without thinking or respond emotionally to a situation before you even understand why. Some experts describe the subconscious as a sort of autopilot mode, helping us process thousands of stimuli each day without overwhelming our conscious mind. It's responsible for maintaining basic functions like breathing and heart rate, as well as for guiding learned behaviors that no longer require conscious thought. Ever driven home from work and realized you didn't remember the entire journey? That's your subconscious mind at work, processing the familiar route and keeping you safe while your conscious mind was free to wander. However, when we talk about the subconscious in the context of self-improvement, we're usually referring to its role in shaping beliefs, habits, and emotional responses. For example, if you grew up with a fear of public speaking, it's likely that your subconscious is holding onto memories and emotions associated with that fear. These deeply ingrained patterns can persist into adulthood, influencing how you respond to situations, even when you consciously want to react differently. This is where the idea of impressing the subconscious comes into play. The theory suggests that by intentionally feeding the subconscious positive affirmations or visualizations, you can overwrite these deeply held patterns and reprogram your mind for success. But as we'll see, this approach often overlooks the complexity of the subconscious and the deeper work needed to bring about lasting change. Let's take a closer look at the challenges people face when they try to impress their subconscious mind. One of the most popular strategies for doing this is through affirmations. You've probably heard the advice. Repeat phrases like, "I am successful," or "I am confident" over and over, and eventually, your subconscious will internalize these beliefs, leading to real-world results. At first glance, this seems like a straightforward way to reprogram your mind for success. After all, if the subconscious is responsible for much of our behavior, it makes sense that feeding it positive messages would lead to positive outcomes. And in some cases, affirmations can indeed have a beneficial effect, particularly when they reinforce existing strengths or remind us of our capabilities. But here's the catch. For many people, simply repeating affirmations isn't enough. In fact, it can sometimes lead to frustration and disappointment when the desired results don't materialize. This happens because the subconscious is not easily fooled. If you say, "I am confident," but deep down you hold on to memories or beliefs that contradict that statement, your subconscious won't just accept the affirmation as truth. Instead, it may trigger self-doubt or resistance, leading you to question whether you'll ever truly feel confident. This challenge becomes even more pronounced when affirmations or visualizations are used as a way to avoid confronting deeper issues. For instance, someone might use positive thinking to try and mask their anxiety or fear rather than addressing the underlying causes of those feelings. Over time, this can create a cycle of disappointment and self-blame when the affirmations fail to produce lasting change. Rather than feeling empowered, the individual might begin to doubt their own abilities, leading to further disempowerment. So what's the real issue here? The problem lies in the misconception that the subconscious mind can be impressed or tricked into submission. Instead of focusing on impressing your subconscious with superficial techniques, it's more effective to understand and work with it. This means acknowledging the emotions, memories, and beliefs that are already embedded in your subconscious and taking a more nuanced approach to reprogramming them. To better understand the role of the subconscious in personal growth, it's important to debunk some common myths surrounding the idea of impressing this part of the mind. One of the most pervasive myths is that you can completely reprogram your subconscious simply by repeating affirmations or mantras. Affirmations have become a popular tool in the self-help world, with many people swearing by their effectiveness. And to be fair, affirmations can be helpful in certain situations, particularly when they reinforce positive beliefs or help you focus on your goals. But they're not a magic bullet. Research in psychology suggests that the subconscious mind is far more influenced by lived experiences, emotions, and the environment than by mere repetition of words. In other words, it's not enough to tell yourself, "I am confident," if your subconscious is still holding on to memories of past failures or insecurities. This is where the importance of experience and emotion comes into play. The subconscious mind is deeply connected to our emotional experiences. When we go through something emotionally intense, whether it's a moment of joy, fear, or trauma, those emotions leave a lasting imprint on our subconscious. This is why traumatic events can have such a long-lasting impact on our behavior, even when we consciously try to move on. The subconscious retains the emotional charge of those experiences, influencing how we react to similar situations in the future. So, while affirmations can help reinforce positive beliefs, they are most effective when paired with meaningful experiences and emotional work. For example, instead of simply repeating, "I am confident," you might engage in activities that challenge your fears and gradually build up your confidence through real-world success. By experiencing small victories and allowing yourself to feel the associated emotions, you give your subconscious new, positive memories to draw from in future situations. Another common myth is that you must maintain a perfectly positive mindset in order to influence your subconscious effectively. This idea stems from the belief that negative emotions are harmful and must be avoided at all costs. But in reality, our minds operate on a spectrum of emotions, and it's important to acknowledge and process negative feelings rather than suppressing them. Neuroscience research supports the idea that our brains are wired to learn from both positive and negative experiences. In fact, negative emotions can sometimes be more impactful in shaping our behavior than positive ones. This is because the brain prioritizes survival, and negative experiences often carry more weight in terms of keeping us safe from harm. For example, if you touch a hot stove and burn your hand, your brain will remember that pain and caution you against repeating the action in the future. Similarly, if you experience failure or rejection, your subconscious may hold on to those emotions as a way of protecting you from future disappointment. The key is not to suppress or ignore negative emotions, but to learn from them. By acknowledging and processing negative feelings, you can gain insight into what your subconscious is trying to protect you from and begin to address the underlying issues. This approach allows you to work with your subconscious rather than against it, leading to more meaningful and lasting change. So what's the key insight here? The real power of the subconscious doesn't lie in impressing it with surface-level tricks or repetitive affirmations. Instead, it lies in understanding and working with this part of yourself in a deeper, more authentic way. The subconscious mind is not something to be manipulated or controlled. It is a part of who you are, shaped by your past experiences, emotions, and beliefs. If you want to harness the power of your subconscious, The first step is to spend time reflecting on your thoughts and feelings, and to work towards personal growth from the inside out. This means confronting your fears, understanding your habits, and embracing who you are, flaws and all. For example, let's say you struggle with self-doubt. Instead of trying to impress your subconscious with constant affirmations of confidence, you might start by exploring the root cause of your self-doubt. What past experiences contributed to these feelings? How do they continue to affect your current mindset? By taking the time to explore these questions, you can begin to identify the underlying beliefs and emotional patterns that have shaped your self-doubt. This deeper level of introspection allows you to start addressing the core issues rather than merely putting a temporary bandage on the symptoms. Once you've gained a clearer understanding of where your self-doubt comes from, you can start to take actionable steps towards overcoming it. This might involve gradually exposing yourself to situations where your confidence is challenged and building small wins over time. Each time you push through self-doubt and experience success, you create new emotional memories that your subconscious can latch onto. These real-life experiences are far more powerful than any affirmation because they provide tangible evidence that you are capable and strong. By focusing on authentic growth and self-awareness, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious in a way that feels more natural and aligned with who you truly are. You're not just trying to impress this hidden part of yourself. You're inviting it to join you in a journey of growth and self-acceptance. Over time, as you continue to build positive experiences and process both your successes and setbacks, your subconscious will start to reflect this new, healthier mindset. To wrap it all up, today we've tackled the myths and misconceptions about impressing your subconscious mind. The notion that you can simply dazzle this hidden part of yourself into submission with positive thoughts, mantras, or visualizations is appealing but ultimately misguided. The subconscious is not something that can be easily tricked or manipulated. Instead, it responds to genuine experiences, emotions, and self-reflection. We've explored how the subconscious mind is shaped by our lived experiences and how true change requires deeper work than merely repeating affirmations. Understanding your subconscious means acknowledging both the positive and negative emotions that shape your beliefs and behaviors. It's about recognizing the deeply ingrained patterns that guide your actions and being willing to confront the underlying issues that drive those patterns. So rather than focusing on impressing your subconscious, aim to understand it. Be real with yourself. Acknowledge your fears, your doubts, your hopes, and your strengths. Work on building new, positive experiences that reflect the person you want to become. Over time, your subconscious will naturally evolve to support your personal growth as you align your conscious efforts with your deeper emotions and experiences. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Have you ever tried to impress your subconscious? And how did that work out for you? Drop your comments down below, and let's get a conversation going. Remember, this is a journey that we're all on together, and sharing our experiences can be a powerful way to learn and grow. And if this topic piqued your interest, don't forget to check out my next video, where we'll dive even deeper into the fascinating workings of the subconscious mind. We'll explore more about how our emotions and environment shape this powerful part of ourselves and look at practical ways to harness its potential for personal growth. Catch you next time.